मुख्य भूमिका अस्ति तिप्तसन्ति सिप्तस्ते आते अन्ते। अन्यथा तु प्रायशः रूपाणि एक एकवत् एव चलन्ति, सदृशमेव सदृशरूपेण एव चलन्ति। प्रत्ययानि मुख्य वस्तूनि तत्र। तो संस्कृत भाषा न तो एतत्तु अ, वीराय शूराय न तु नपुंसकाय।
आमां प्रभुजी। मतलब
जानिता है प्रभु भवान् बोद्धुं शक्नोति। एतत् भाषा न तु नपुंसकाय।
आम् आम्।
स-
प्रभुजी
सतो
सत्यमेव।
सत्यमेव।
सत्यमेव। अहं जस्ट् किञ्चित् किञ्चित् नास्ति भयम्, अहम् अभयम्।
अस्तु अस्तु। न अहमपि वदामि यत् एतत् न तु नपुंसकाय अथवा कायराय कृते कायरकृते न, एतत् तु बलशालिने अथवा बलवते मेधसे शूरवीर वीरा वीरेभ्यः कृते, तेषां कृते। तो ब्राह्मणाः अपि यत् यदा शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनम् अन्वेषणं च कुर्वन्ति, तो सा अवस्था युद्धे युद्धात् भिन्ना अवस्था न अस्ति। शास्त्राध्ययनमपि व्याकरणाध्ययनमपि एकं युद्धम्, एतत् अहं मन्ये। यतः क्योंकि एतस्मिन् न तु शारीरी अ, न तु शरीरं प्रयुज्यते, किन्तु शरीरेण सह वाणी, वाण्या सह मनः अपि च प्रयुज्यन्ते अत्र व्याकरणाध्ययने। युद्धभूमौ मन्यते यत् भवान् एकः सैनिकः,
एक
सैनिकः
सैनिक।
भवतः हस्ते अ, एका असिः तलवार अस्ति। तो तत्र कापि बुद्ध्यादिकं भवितुं न आवश्यकम्, ओन्ली युद्धकला आवश्यकम्। किन्तु अत्र निरन्तरं बुद्ध्याः प्रयोजनमपि अस्ति अत्र व्याकरणाध्ययने, शास्त्राध्ययने। अतः व्याकरणाध्ययनं युद्धात् पृथक् न, एतदपि युद्धं। युद्धम्। अस्तु, किं सूत्रम्?
अ, अ,
भवादिमिश्र प्रकरण 65
सूत्रसङ्ख्या?
465।
65 अधिकम्।
अस्तु अस्तु, चतुश्शतम्। तो भ्वादि मिश्र पद प्रक्रिया। मिश्र इति यत्र परपदि धातूनाम् आत्मपद धातूनाम् एवं च उभयपदी धातूनां समाहारः सन्ति यत्र।
Prabhuji in English.
Yeah, PDF is in English. Okay, so Mishra Pada refers to all dhatus, including Parapadi, Atmapadi, and Ubhayapadi. So Jiva Goswami is like, it's like a remix. We have remix songs nowadays. Remix. So this is a remix section of dhatus, you can say. So Shaha Marshane dhatu. Shaha is to tolerate, conquer, like Sahan, right? Sahan, Sahishnuna, इत्यादि। तो सब इस everything comes from this सह धातु। Saha plus te, this is Atmapadi dhatu, so sahate. Sahate. Then sahi, vahor ramasya o ramo dhalope. The a of shah dhatu and the a of vah dhatu changes to o when dha is deleted. This is interesting sutra. Sahi vahor ramasya o ramo dhalope. A ram of saha and vah changes to o when dha is deleted. So, first of all, we have the sutra Ishu Saha Lubha Rusha Risha Idvate. By this sutra, it is optional when ta is following. Any pratyay beginning with ta is following. So we have sa plus ta. This is Balakalki. So once it is inserted, so we get Sahita, right? Sahita. Simple. But once when it is not inserted, then we apply that sutra. Hano Hasya Gho Ninnayo. What is that sutra? No, not Hano Hasya. Hasyadha, Nahodha, Dadesu Dhaturgaha, and then Druhamoha Nashasno Sneham Va Vishnu Padante Vaishnavecha, that sutra. So Hasyadha. So when Hasyadha, Nahodha, Dadesu Dhaturgaha, Druhamoha Nashasno Vishnu Padante Vaishnavecha. When a Vaishnava is following, then ha becomes dha, or when it is Vishnu Padanta. So here we have Vaishnava following, beginning with ta, which is ta Rama. So ha becomes dha, Hasyadha, when Vaishnava is following. So we get Sad plus Ta, and then Harighosha Tathordho Dhavarjam. By that sutra, after Harighosha, Ta becomes Tathordho becomes Dha. So it becomes Dha. And then Shat Parasya Ta Varga Yuktasya is applied. So we get Sad plus Dha, right? Because Dha is Ta Varga and Dha is Ta Varga. So Shat Parasya Ta Varga Yuktasya Cha Ta Vargasya Ta Varga.
Okay.
So when ta varga is next to ta varga, then ta varga becomes ta varga letter. So dha is a ta varga letter. Following is the dha, which is ta varga. So this is shat prasya ta varga yuktasya. So this dha is ta varga yuktasya, so it becomes ta varga. So we get sad plus dha. Then there was one sutra before, 411. Dhasya harodhe purvasya trivikramascha. You can see 411. Dhasya harodhe purvasya trivikramascha. Dha is deleted when another dha is following. Dha is deleted when another dha is following. Dhasya harodhe. And when this is done, then purvasya trivikramascha. The previous letter of the first dha, before the first dha, becomes trivikrama. So we delete dha. And instead of applying purvasya trivikramascha, this sutra is applied, which says Sahi vahora ramasya o ramo dhalope. Once dha is deleted, then the a of saha and vaha dhatu becomes o. So a becomes o. So we get sodha, not the drinking soda. Sodha. Soditum, sodha. This is important. Okay, so instead of applying purvasya trivikramascha, this sutra is applied. The a becomes o. Sahi vahora ramasya o ramo dhalope. Okay. Then Shadri Visharana Gatyava Sadhaneshu. So Shadri Dhatu. Okay, 1 second.
In Marathi, sodha means to leave.
क्या
Leave, छोड़ दो मुझे, sodha.
leave. Okay, sodha.
ये छोड़ से आया, छोड़ो से आया है ना?
हाँ, छोड़ो,
हाँ,
सोढ़ा.
छोड़, हाँ.
So the next is Shadri Visharana Gatyava Sadhaneshu. I think the word sad in English comes from this dhatu because it means, to be dejected, to be morose. Yeah, so yeah, looks like sad comes from this shadri. Uh, Even like Arjuna says, Sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parishushyati. So that comes from this very dhatu. So yeah, English sad must be from this shadri. So shadri plus tip, shap. If you remember that sutra, paha piva gro jigro dhamodhamas, and then um, sadesh sidah, sadeh sidah, shive. So when a shiva pratyaya is following, sad becomes sida, and that's how we get sidati. Aramahara ayayora vishnu vedante sidati. So sidati, sidatah, sidanti. So this is sidanti, that Arjuna says. Sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parishushyati. Sidanti. Yes, Prabhu, you have question?
प्रभुजी अवसाधनेषु इति किम् अर्थम्?
Avasadhana is it to be dejected, perish, to be morose. दुखी होना.
ओके, दुखी होना अवसाधन.
हाँ वही the state of being disheartened. वही दुखी होना. Disheartening.
गॉट इट. पर प्रभु जी, जैसे एक श्लोक जैसे ना सीदती मींस डजंट अकम्प्लिश में भी कई बार आता है.
किसमें?
Like Prabhuji, I was little confused because it has various meanings. So a shloka I remember like Driti, Drishti, Matir, Dakshyam, Sakarmes, Karmasu na Sidati. So here Sidati means क्या अर्थ है इसका मतलब?
दोबारा बोल.
सकर्मसु स
देखना होगा क्या है.
सकर्मसु ना सीदति.
सह कह. सह refers to whom?
हनुमान.
अनुमान. हनुमान और अनुमान.
No, it was like sir for anybody, sir for anyone.
आप या तो भेजिए देखेंगे क्या है. सीधती किस अर्थ में लिया. बाय द वे आज मेरे को एक बहुत अच्छा रूप दिखा. मैं अभी जस्ट फोटो खींच के भेजता हूँ. इंटरेस्टिंग, जो मैंने आज तक नहीं देखा था. So I'm sending you one picture. Just identify one particular form from here. Um, just sending. Where? Hmm. Okay, please check your WhatsApp and identify that particular form from this verse. One second, just sending. Okay, I've shared.
So what
I always wondered, I've never seen such form, but today I saw one. This is from our Vyakaran. Shabda Prakaranam, chapter 2. Can anyone identify? I'm expecting the noun, not the verb, from chapter 2. Countdown begins. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
प्रभु
1,
प्रभु वयु
0.
वयु नानी.
No. Vayunani is simple. Phalani. That's simple. What else? Raye. Krishna Rai, that one. Krishna Rai Shabda we had.
Yes, yes.
So this is Raye. So this is Rai in Chaturthi Ekvachan. So I and then Raye Chaturthi.
वैसे क्या था प्रभु जी इसमें?
मतलब
जो एक्चुअल टेबल था उसमें फोर्थ में अलग था ना कुछ?
वो
यही.
बेसिकली नहीं, यही रूप है वहां पर. बस हमारा शब्द था कृष्ण रई,
हाँ.
और यहाँ पे सिर्फ है रई.
ओके.
हाँ, पर फॉर्मेशन तो सेम है.
हम्म.
तो
हाँ, ये
राई. राही।
राई।
तो ये आज मैं कुछ उपनिषद पढ़ रहा था तो उसमें मिला एक श्लोक। ठीक है, सीदती।
यस प्रभु, आई सेंट, अहं प्रेषितवान् ग्रुप मध्ये।
यस्य त्वेतानि चत्वारि वानरेंद्र यथा तव। वानरेंद्र, हे वानरेंद्र कौन है? वानरेंद्र किसको बोला जा रहा है?
हनुमान, हनुमान।
हनुमान जी। यस्य तु एतानि एतानि, क्या मतलब? यस्य तु एतानि चत्वारि वानरेंद्र यथा तव धृतिर्दृष्टिर्मतिर्दाक्ष्यम् सकर्मसु न सीदति। अच्छा, तो यहाँ पे ना सीदति का अर्थ हुआ पेरिश।
ओके, डजंट पेरिश। ओके।
डजंट पेरिश, न सीदति। हम्म।
धन्यवाद प्रभु जी।
ठीक, तो वही तो आगे। नेक्स्ट धातु इज राजरी दीप्तो। वर्ड्स लाइक राजा, राजन एंड विराट, सम्राट, all such words they come from this rajri. Tell me that sutra from chapter 2, shasho
शचो राज यज भ्राज
raj.
पर।
So that
हाँ।
raj refers to this one, shasho raj. So raj plus tip, shav krishna dhatu ke rajati. This is ubhayapadi dhatu. So I already mentioned when a dhatu is ubhayapadi, so we will have two forms for kartri and one form for karmani. Once kartri in parapada, once kartri in atmapada, and then karmani is obviously atmapada pratyaya. So rajati, then atmapada kartri rajate, and atmapada karmani would be rajyate. Then raj plus atus. So two options by 365. What was that sutra? Adeshahina, triphala bhajatra pamcha, and then after that, um, what is the sutra? Adeshahina naradyaksharasya.
आतुर असंयुक्त
After,
भोजना।
no, no, after that,
जीभ।
Trapalabhajam trapamsa.
huh?
Tra Trifalabhajam trapamsa.
And after that,
Jri
Dhru
Brahmat Rasa
Brahmo
Fanadina
Rasa.
Himsatha Radhasya. Jri Brahmat Rasa Fanadina Himsatha Radhasya.
राधश्च वा। जीभ्रमु त्रस फनादिना हिंसार्थ राधश्च वा।
so I think in Adinam, Rajri is also included there.
ओके।
Yeah, so that's why. Mhm. Yeah, so just check 365 once. Maybe we get something. What is 360?
यस प्रभु।
Yeah, it should be Fanadinam because it says Hinsartha Radhascha Va, optional. It must be Fanadinam.
हाँ, आम प्रभु जी। राज राजपि एतदस्मि।
Okay, okay. So Jri Brahmut Rasa Fanadinam Hinsartha Radhascha Va. Okay, why this sutra is separate from Adeshahina? Because in Adeshahina, the requirement was Vishnu Jana Madhyasya Aramasya. It was actually talking of Vamana in the middle of a dhatu, right? But Raj dhatu has Atrivikrama A. So ideally, by that sutra we can't do. That's why they have given Jiva Goswami has given separately, and that too as an optional thing. Okay, so by that one optionally Rejatuhu and then Rarajatuhu once. Rejatuhu Rarajatu. Then Bhrajri, two Bhrajri Diptau. Bhraj, Bhrajamanam, Muhushwasa Kampa, Bhrajamanam, Lasat Kundalam Gopule, Bhrajamanam, that one. So Bhraj Diptau to shine. Bhrajte, Bhrajate. Then Adhokshaja, again, this is also the same thing. Uh, Pranadinam, three, what is the sutra again? Three, hingsartharadhashava. Pranadinam hingsartharadhashava. So, Bhreje and Babhraje. Bhreje, Babhraje.
ब्रेजे राजे।
है उसमें राज धातु।
यस प्रभु जी, उसमें है।
हम्म देन खनु अवधारणे, खनु इज टू डिग, खनन है ना, खनन। खान, सोने की खान, नॉट द मुस्लिम खान। वो देखा जाए तो उसका भी सारा संस्कृत से ही है, ऐसा प्रतीत होता है। तो खन, खन धातु है, खन से ही ये शब्द निकलते हैं। तो मतलब खोदना, खन।
अब प्रभु जी, द त्रिषष्ठी, मतलब 366 जो सूत्र है, एतद् अपि विकल्प विकल्प सूत्र,
366 क्या है?
आदेशहीन वाला।
आदेशहीन नराध्यक्षर से?
हाँ।
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
ओके। थ्री
वो
सिक्सटी
तो वो
फाइव
तो
थ्री
वो
सिक्सटी
तो
फाइव
नित्य सूत्र है।
365 ऑप्शन। ठीक है।
तो खनति, खनते उभयपदी धातु है, खनति खनते खन्यते। देन जन खन सनाम आरामो वा कंसारी। द फाइनल वर्ण ऑफ जनी धातु, जन धातु, खनु एंड शणु optionally changes to a when a kansari pratyay beginning with year follows. Vaishnavadhyo kansari sanor nityam, but the final word of jani, janu, jana, khanu, and shanu, they always change to a when a kansari pratyay beginning with a Vaishnava or san that begins with a Vaishnava follows. So khan plus te yak. Then by 466, the previous one, jana khana sanama ramava kansari ye. So optionally, na becomes a when a kansari pratyay is following. So we get khayate. And once it becomes khanyate, normal. Khayate and khanyate. Then khan plus nal, we get chakhana.
Proji,
Chakhana.
Proji, I think, wait, Proji, I'm not able to understand. It was little bit fast.
हम्म।
So,
न का आ बन जाता है सिंपल, कंसारी प्रत्यय रहने से, बाद में रहने से।
न का आ बन जाता है। ओके, बाय विच सूत्र?
जनखन, जन 466, जनखन स नाम आरामो वा कंसारी ये, बट ऑप्शनली बनता है।
ओके, द फाइनल वर्ण। ठीक है, डन। एंड इन
तो
द
ये था।
467, प्रभु जी, वाज बट द फाइनल
हाँ,
वर्ण।
अभी अभी 467 अभी आता है, करते हैं। तो चखान अधोक्षज, नॉर्मल डिक्लेंशन। चखनतुहु, खन प्लस अतुस, सो हाउ डू वी डिलीट अ? वो सूत्र था ना, 437। एक बार देखिए 437।
गमहन जनक
गमहन खंजा।
गसाम उद्धवाद
उद्वादर्शनम
कंसारी
कंसारी सर्वेश्वरी।
गम बिना।
आम आम, तो उस सूत्र से, बाय दैट सूत्र, गम, गम जन, गमहन जन खन घसाम उद्वादर्शनम कंसारी सर्वेश्वरी, अ is deleted and we get chakhnatuhu. Reduplication is done on the basis of sthanivat, original. So chakhnatu, so chakhana, chakhnatu, that's, and then khan plus yat. Um, again, yat is kansari pratyaya, kampala parapadam kapila, which begins with ya. So by 466, optionally, becomes, na becomes a. So khayat and khanyat. Khayat and khanyat. 467 is not used yet here. It will be used ahead. 467 says Vaishnavadya Kansari Sanor Nityam. But the final varna of these dhatus, Jani, Jana, Khanu, and Shanu, they always change to A when there is a Kansari Pratyay beginning with Vaishnava or San that begins with a Vaishnava follows. It will come ahead.
Okay, it will come ahead.
Okay, the next is Guhu Sangvarane. Like, we have Raj Vidya, Raj Guhyam, Pavitramidam Uttamam, Guhyam, Guhya, Guh. So Samvarana, to cover, to hide. Guha, the cave, गुफा को गुहा बोलते हैं संस्कृत में. गुहा. तो तो क्योंकि वो कहीं छुप के होती है ना, कहीं अंदर भीतर होती है, सामने से प्रकट नहीं होती, तो गुहु संवरण है, गुहु. या फिर हमारा एक शब्द है गूढ़, ये गूढ़ ज्ञान है. तो वो गूढ़ शब्द भी गुह धातु से बनता है. जैसे मूढ़ शब्द किस धातु से बनेगा? मूढ़.
मूड।
मुह, मुह वैचित्य. जैसे मुह्यती है ना, मोह, मोहित होना. तो मूढ़ बना मुह से, गूढ़ बना गुह से, रूढ़, रूढ़ बनेगा रूह से, है ना, जैसे आरूढ़
ओके।
इत्यादि. तो इस तरह से ये कृदंत के त प्रत्यय लगते हैं.
तो
आपको
उसमें
आना
भी
चाहिए.
हसेड है, उसमें भी हसेड लग गया।
राइट, हस्से ढ लगा, फिर हरि घोषा तथोर्धो धावर्जम लगा, और फिर शाद परस्य टवर्ग से लगा, ढस्य हरो ढे लगा, और पूर्व से त्रिकृष. वही सारे नियम है जो हमने किए हैं.
घ प्रत्यय लगा ना, घ प्रत्यय।
नहीं नहीं, त त प्रत्यय,
अच्छा, त प्रत्यय, ओके।
त लगा ना,
ओके, अच्छा, तभी हरिघोषा तो थोड़ा। ठीक है।
त लगा है, और उसके बाद पूरा प्रोसेस चले.
ठीक है।
तो गुहु संवरणे उभयपति धातु. तो गोह ओ उ सर्वेश्वरे. The O of Go changes to U when a pratyay beginning with a Sarveshwara follows. So Guhu plus Dev, Shap. We do Lagudasya Govinda, we get Goho. Then by this sutra, Goha O U Sarveshware, the O becomes Trivikrama U when there is any Sarveshwara following. So we get Guhati. Guhati. Guhate. Guhyate. इत्यादि. Then Guhu plus Dip. Guhu plus Dip. Now Guhu is long U, Trivikrama U as indicated letter. So Swarati Suti Suyati Dhuyudit Idva. So by that sutra, it becomes optional. Swarati Suti Suyati Dhuyudit Idva. By that sutra, it becomes optional because Guhu also has Trivikrama U as the indicated letter. So once it is inserted, so we get a Guhit. A Guhit. Why don't we do any Govinda or something here? Why? Because, okay, we do Govinda and then we apply this sutra, Goha O Sarveshware. So we get a Guhit. And once when it is not inserted, then we insert Sak. By which sutra? Harighosha, ईशोद्दवाद अनिटो हरिगोत्रांतात सक भूतेशे दृश्यम विना, right?
Um,
ईशोद्दवाद अनिटो हरिगोत्रांतात सक भूतेशे दृश्यम विना. By that sutra, we insert sak instead of C, and then hased ha is applied. Then javarja harigadadher is applied. Then shadho kase is applied. Ishvara harimitra is applied, and we get aghukshat. Aghukshat. See, if you see, all this declension is based on the sutras from chapter 2. सारे चैप्टर 2 के सूत्र लगे हैं. इसलिए जीव गोस्वामी ने बोला है, गंगा स्रोतो व देवास्य. जैसे गंगा का जल शुरू से लेके और समुद्र में मिलने तक वही जल प्रवाहित होता है, ऐसा नहीं है कि बीच में वो कहीं गायब हो गया. उसी तरह से चैप्टर 1 से लेके चैप्टर 7 हमारा व्याकरण में, all the sutras, they are carried forward and they're used in all the other chapters. In chapter 2, chapter 1 के chapter 2 में, chapter 1 and 2 के chapter 3 में, chapter 1 2 3 के 4 में, chapter 1 2 3 के 4 के 5 में. इस तरह से everything is synchronized, integrated. तो अघुक्षत. Then, okay, we'll do one more. Then guhu plus ta, balkalki, oh sorry, bhutesha, ta. Once it is inserted, so we get a guhishta, like we did a guhit. Then once it is not inserted and when sak is there, then duha liha diha guhebhya sako harava dantyadhyatmapade. After duha, liha, diha and guhu dhatus, sak is optionally deleted when Atmapada Pratyay beginning with a dental varna follows. Dante varna meaning those letters, those letters which are pronounced from the teeth, like
Tatha
tatha
tatha.
dadana, tatha dadana, uh, like that. So guhu plus ta, when it is not inserted. So once we will keep suck and once we will remove suck. So once when suck is deleted, so a guhu plus ta, hasya is applied, and the same process hari ghosha ta tatordha avarjam dhasya harode, and we get a gudha. I already mentioned the process a gudha, and when suck is not deleted, then we get a ghukshata, like a gud plus suck ta, javarja hari gadadir and shadhoka se ityadi ityadi, and we get a ghukshata. Aghukshata. Okay, the word deha, body, we say the body is deha. So that comes from the root diha, diha dhatu,
Okay.
diha. The word dugdha, doodh in Hindi we say doodh or dugdha, comes from this duha dhatu.
प्रभु जी पर प्रलेपे अ, प्रलेपे अपि देह किं संबंधम?
आत्मा पे तो लेपन ही है ना, 24 तत्वों का।
ओके।
आप चंदन लगाते हैं, तिलक लगाते हैं, वो लेपन ही है, फिर वो मिट जाते हैं। तो उसी तरह से ये लेपन ही तो है।
हाँ प्रभु जी, गॉट इट।
तो देह,
So
देह
Prabhu,
धातु
we
से।
can directly say as a Lepan instead of saying Deha.
फिर आपको कई सारे ऋषि मुनियों से वार्ता करनी पड़ेगी, डिबेट करनी पड़ेगी कि आपने देह क्यों बोला। सो देन गुह प्लस अंत, तो आंतम अंतम, धातु पूर्व मत सक, हस्य ढह, जवर्ज हरि गदादेर, देन या षडो कसे, ईश्वर हरिमित्र, and then we have applied sako antahara sarveshware. The of sak is deleted when another sarveshwara is following, because anta begins with sarveshwara. So we apply that and we get aghukshata. Aghukshata. Okay, like that you can do the whole thing of this guhu dhatu. Basically, all this is for bhutesh, you can go through it. So three forms mostly. Yeah. Then null, you can do guhu dhatu, goha ohu sarveshware. Then juguha, juguhatuhu, ityadi. Godha. This godha, uh, yeah, this is dasyarude again. Godha. Okay, so till here. How many sutras more? One, two, three, four, three, four.
सप्त सूत्राणि शेषम।
Six. Okay, 7 more sutras. Maybe 2 sessions or 1 session. So once this Vadi section is done, then the next sections are like, I think in 2-3 months you will be completing all the other sections. 3 to 4 months. Okay, so now अन्वय करना है भागवत या फिर एग्जाम पेपर डिस्कशन?
प्रभु जी, यस प्रभु जी, अहमपि वक्तुं शक्नोमि।
परीक्षा पत्रम?
परीक्षा, अच्छा वो पिछला वाला।
जो अभी चैप्टर 2।
हाँ प्रभु जी, यस, डिस्कस कर सकते हैं।
तो
और
मैं
वैसे प्रभु जी, यदि अहमपि आ, एतत् भवादि गण, यदि भवान आ,
अच्छा, भवादिगण, राइट, अच्छा आपने मुझे ध्यान दिलाया। भवादिगण खत्म होते ही परीक्षा है वो भवादिगण।
यस प्रभु जी, उसका ही कह रहा था कि कुछ आप बता दो कौन कौन से इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं, तो स्पेशली वो करके
नहीं
और
नहीं नहीं,
बाकी पे
सब
रिवीजन करें।
सब 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 कुछ सब कुछ।
नहीं, सब कुछ तो सब कुछ करेंगे, बट कुछ थोड़े उसमें।
नहीं नहीं, वो आप पूरा ही प्रिपेयर करिए अच्छे से।
ओके।
तो
Prabhuji, you have to give us some time for
यस, अगर
preparation.
अभी देखो ना, आई हैव गिवन यू 3 weeks। So
Oh,
because it will, yeah, it will at least take 2 weeks to complete the chapter itself. I mean, not the chapter, this section, Mishra Pada Prakriya. So 2 weeks to usme ho gaye, and then another 1 week. So you have 3 weeks from now.
so can you give us a date so that we can always keep track?
Okay, so if you want date, so today is 11th July, 18th, 25th July is Vyas Puja. So that's 28th July, 28th July from my
So,
side.
what will be the what are the how will you examine us? In
I
what
can
way?
ask I can ask you to write some forms. I can ask you to decline something, some sutras, some meaning of the sutras, explain some meaning of sutras. I can give you a situation and I can ask, okay, which sutra is applied here to do, to do such and such thing. Basically, I want to test sutras, application of sutras, also the forms. Uh, yeah, I don't want to go much into theory, like, the minute details, mainly focusing on sutras, their utility and the forms. And also I can give some verses, maybe some Bhagavatam Gita. Okay, find, you know, maybe some verb form from there and recognize it, something like that. But because this is long, section, so and with various varieties, various exceptions, this and that. So I think you will need to work a little harder. And plus, this section or this chapter also requires sutras from chapter 2. Just like many sutras just today we did. So chapter 2 भी एक बार revise करना पड़ेगा indirectly. So that is also there. So 28th July. Everything, everyone is okay with 28th July? Tuesday. That's the day of Hanuman ji.
प्रभु।
Okay. So that will be for the complete Vhadi Prakarana, that is Parapada, Atmapada, and Mishrapada, the whole Vhadi Prakarana. So we'll end July with that good note. Okay, I'm opening the question paper. What I will do is I will uh, speak or write the right answers. You can tally your answers. Okay. So you can tell your answers, your versions. One student from another batch, he scored 92.5 out of 100. He did well.
Oh,
इस्कॉन वैली प्रभु।
Huh?
इस्कॉन वैली प्रभु।
I'm sorry.
इस्कॉन वैली प्रभु।
Yeah,
Silicon
yeah.
Valley.
अच्छा अच्छा, Silicon Valley. That's not Silicon Valley.
सिलिकॉन वैली।
वहां पर उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा किया. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so first one is simple. Suoja samoshas tabhyam bhis, ngebhyam bhis, ngasibhyam bhis, ngaso saunyo. So just correct yourself. Just see if the diacritic marks are correct or not. Uh, Plus the indicatory letters in brackets. So this is simple. Second question is you had to give one or two examples where some rules are applied caused by some indicatory letters. So one example I can think of is Harer Govindo Jasi Vrishnishu Buddhicha. One example I can think of is Harer Govindo Jasi Vrishnishu Buddhicha. So in this sutra, Govinda is taking place seeing Vrishnis. And Vrishni is what? Is a set of indicator letters. Nito Vrishni Sangya. You know, Vrishni itself is those pratyayas which have the nga Rama as indicator letter. So that is one sutra. Govinda, the application of Govinda is happening caused by the indicatory letters. That was the third utility, right? Third use of indicatory letters. So that is one example. Another example you can think of in this chapter, question two, anyone? Um, for example, Atra Padvanta Masa Yusha. No, not that one, not that one, not that one. Okay, so like that was one example. Then three kinds of genders are Purushottam Linga, Lakshmi Linga, and Brahma
Prabhuji,
Linga. Mm-hmm.
पूर्वे प्रश्ने अहम अहम लिखितवान् प्रथमम जैसे याप याप आ जाता है वृष्णींद्र
नहीं
में।
नहीं 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 नहीं। अच्छा, यहाँ आ जाता है, आगे बोलिए क्या कह
और
रहे हैं।
फिर उसका राधा यही राधा यहाँ राधा याम ये बन जाता है। फिर
नहीं,
पहला
पर सूत्र श्लोक ये सॉरी प्रश्न ये है ना कि डिस्कस हाउ सर्टेन इंडिकेटरी लेटर ट्रिगर स्पेसिफिक इंटरनल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशंस। हमारा पर्पस था कि इंडिकेटरी लेटर कैसे किसी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन को ट्रिगर कर रहा है, मतलब उसका निमित्त बन रहा है।
तो फिर टा में कैसे आएगा?
हाँ,
टा टा नाम के वो प्रत्यय में कैसे
ये
आएगा?
ये ये तो सिर्फ एग्जाम्पल के लिए मैंने लिखा है, लाइक द ट इन टा ng ing ing asing asing। जैसे वृष्णि वाला इन चारों पे आधारित है, तो दैट इज वन थिंग। हरेर गोविंदो जैसे वृष्णि शुभ बुद्धे च, वृष्णि को देख के गोविंद हुआ, तो वहां पे इंडिकेटिव लेटर के आधार पर तो काम हुआ है ना,
ओके।
उस तरह से
Prabhuji,
प्रश्न।
Prabhuji, this by this example, we simply show that the indicatory letter is not reflected in the final inflected word. Correct?
नहीं
Indicatory
नहीं,
letter.
that is not the purpose of the question. The purpose of the question was to give one or two examples where transformation is happening caused by the indicator letters. Transformation is happening caused by indicator letters. Okay, see this question number four. Sorry, question number four. Define indicator letter. What are their three functions? Come to the question four. We'll discuss three afterwards. Three functions are: first is pronunciation, to facilitate pronunciation, help pronunciation. Second is to help in distinction, like just and shas. They are same without indicator letters, but to create difference, ja and sha are added. Third purpose was to, what is the third purpose?
Cause of the rule.
Yeah, to cause some rule to apply. So this question two was basically asking an example of that third point. So like Harer Govindo Jasi Vrishnishu Buddhacha is one. Like that.
Prabhuji, can you write the answer of it? It's actually little bit like confused.
No, just Harer Govinda Jasi Vrishnishu Buddhacha. And then you can elaborate something like, okay, in this sutra, the Govinda is happening caused by Vrishnis. And Vrishnis are what? Vrishnis are all the pratyas having Rama as the indicator letter. That's all.
Okay, got it.
So basically, this was the explanation of the third utility, the third utility of it indicated letter. Okay, so four lingas: Purushottam Linga, Lakshmi Linga, Brahma Linga, and then there is also Avyaya mentioned in the book, if you remember. Avyaya. So that's why I gave four. But if you have written three, that's fine.
What is Alinga? Alinga is also there, na, bro?
Alinga is Avyaya.
Okay.
Avyaya. Okay, define indicator letter, three functions we have discussed. How have you described indicator letter? Anyone?
Prabhuji, I wrote it is an indicatory letter also called Anubandha. Functions are three: Uchcharanartham, a second Gunavrishnindradya, Nirvid, uh, Nirvidati, third Bhinna Chinnartham.
Okay, good. Simple.
Prabhu, which one you were saying of four? Question four?
Yes, yes. आपने क्या लिखा है? What have you written?
I have written pronunciation separate from other words and cause of rule.
Okay, चलेगा. Good. Then define Prakriti Pratyay. How many kinds of each are mentioned in the text? So Prakriti is a root word, Pratyay is a suffix, and Prakriti is of two kinds: verbal and nominal, and Pratyas are of four kinds: Swadi, Tivadi, Krit, and Tadhit. That's all. Question number 5.
And Prakriti, Prabhu, Naam and Tingant.
No, Nama and Dhatu. Tinganta then becomes Vishnupada. Tinganta is another word for Vishnupada in Panini. Tinganta means those words ending with Tibadi. So Tinganta, when you say Tinganta, that's like the Vishnupada in Akhyata Prakaranam. So we can't say Tinganta.
But those are verbs, right?
Yeah, but you have to say Dhatu. Dhatu is like, just like we have Pratipadikam, the nominal root. So Dhatus are the verbal roots.
Okay.
You can't say Tinganta. Then question 6, what are Pandavas? Au. Very simple. Yadus, Shas onwards.
Prabhu, about pratyaya, stri pratyaya,
Which Pratyay?
stri pratyaya, sanadi pratyaya.
No, but main categories are four only, and everything comes under them. So Swadi, Tibadi, Tadhit Pratyay, and Krit Pratyay. Everything comes under all these four. Pandavas are five: Su, Aujas, Au. Yadus are the rest of them from Shas onwards: Shas, Ta, Bhyam, Bhis, and Ityadi. Vrishnis are Nge, Ngasi, Ngas, and Ni. Four of them. Right? Then define Krishna Sthana. The Sutra, Brahma, Pandava, Shishta, Krishna Sthana Sangya. Okay, now this is interesting. List that Prabhu, yesterday I was checking his. He didn't write anything and he got full marks. Okay, list which suffixes fall under this category in the neuter gender. What have you written?
Su or just o.
Incorrect. And you, Manastro?
Prabhuji, I wrote the same like the first five Pratyani.
No. But the sutra itself says Brahma Pandava Shishta Krishna Sthana Sangya.
Prabhu,
Non-Brahma.
Prabhu, for this,
Brahma means not in Brahmalinga. So Krishna sthanas are basically the Pandavas in Lakshmi Linga, the Pandavas in Purushottam Linga, and the Pratyashi. Only this is considered Krishna sthana. So there is nothing in neuter gender basically.
Prabhuji, I have written the definition. You please check. The Pandavas in Purushottama Linga and Brahma Linga are called Krishna Sthana.
No. The Pandavas in Purushottam Linga and Lakshmi Linga, not in Brahma Linga.
Oh, yeah.
Because the sutra is Brahma Pandava. Brahma Pandava means non-Brahma, not in Brahma Linga, which means in Purushottama and in Lakshmi. So there is no suffix, no Krishna sthan in Brahma Linga altogether. So that Prabhu thought, oh, I missed something. But I said, no, you're missing is actually the answer. No answer is answer. He became happy.
So Prabhuji,
Okay. Mhm.
कुछ नहीं Prabhu.
Explain the process of formation for the following forms by citing the relevant sutras. Krishnan. Okay, so this is Dashavatara Amshasora Ramaharaha and Dashavatarasya Trivikramashasi Tasmat Sona Pungsi. Two sutras to be written and explained. हाँ लिखने से भी होगा. Then Ramena, explain why the na of the suffix ina changes to ana. So you had to mention the sutra ra sha ridabhyana sena and explain it a bit. So by that sutra 111. Then Hey Radhe, why does the word Radha become Radhe? So Ambadi Nam Gopesha Vamano Buddhe needed to be written. Simple.
प्रभुजी वो राधा या 8 टास और बुद्धेच नहीं था?
Radhaya eight osar buddhe. Oh, I'm
Radha
sorry.
to A Tushar
Ah,
Buddhecha.
ha, ha. Sorry. I was thinking of Gopi. Yeah, Radhaya eight osar buddhecha. Right. Radhaya eight osar. Okay, then these 6 words and their tables.
प्रभुजी पूर्व काणी अंकाणी
6 marks, 2 for each. 2 for. अपने आप को marks भी देते रहिए. Just give.
हाँ
Be
प्रभुजी
honest.
रामेना का वो ईश्वर हरिमित्र हा करभ्य वही है ना नश्यना.
नहीं रश हृदय नसण ईश्वर हरिमित्र तो सस्य श ईश्वर हरिमित्र का नैभ्य प्रत्यय सस्य शो दैट्स डिफरेंट.
Okay,
100
okay.
that is
Okay.
108.
Yeah. Grocery nation.
Okay, then for 9th one you can check from book or I can recite sakhi sakha sakhayo sakhayah sakhayam sakhayo sakhin सख्या सखीभ्याम सखीभि सख्ये सखीभ्याम सखीभ्यः सख्यु सखीभ्याम सखीभ्यः सख्यु सखीनाम and what is 7.1 सख्याम no सख्यौ
Sakyo.
सख्यौ
Sakyo.
सख्यौ सखीषु हे सखे हे सखी no हे सखे हे सखायो हे सखायः. So that's Sakhi table. So this is 4 marks each table. 4 marks for each table. Dadhi dadhini dadhini dadhi dadhini dadhini ददना दधिभ्याम दधिभि ददने दधिभ्याम दधिभ्य ददना दधिभ्याम दधिभ्य ददना ददनो ददनाम ददनी दधनी ददनो दधिषु हे दधे दधीनि हे दधीनि. So that's dadhi. You can match. भू भुवौ भुवः भुवं भुवौ भुवः भुवा भूभ्याम भूभि भुवे भूभ्याम भूभ्य भुव भूभ्याम भूभ्य भुवः भुवो भुवाम भुवि भुवो भूषु. So that's bhu. Hridayam hridayani hridayani. Hridayena hridayabhyam hridayai hridayabhyam hridayebhyah hridayabhyam hridayesya hridayabhyam hridayanam hridayabhyam hridayoho hridayeshu. And then there are also the optional forms, right? Hridayasya hridayatoshu va shirsasya. That but when yadus are following, then so from shas onwards, optional forms are there also. So that would be hrindi, hrida, hridbhyam, hridbhi, hride, hridbhyam, hridbhya, hridah, hridbhyam, hridbhyah, hridah, hrido, hridam, hridi, hrido, hridsu. So you can match. Then striyau, striyah, striyam, striyau, strihi. Okay, for 2.1 and 2.3, there are two forms for stri shabda. So in 2.1, stream and striyam. In 2.3, stri and striyah. You can check that. Striya, stribhyam, stribhi, ityadi. You can check that. Strihi. Once strihi and striyah. Two forms in 2.3 and two forms in, because striya amshasorva, right? So in am and shas, two forms. Then rest you can check. Vadhu also you can check, like Gopi Shabda. So 4 marks for each table. Okay, this question 10 was basically a repetition. You have already done that before, but still, 111 Sutra, Ra, Sha, Rid, Devana, Senaha. And under what specific condition does this change not occur, even if Ra, Sha, Ri are there? So, Samana Vishnu Pade, Natu Vishnu Padantasya. If it is situated at the end of a word that na Rama, then the change will not happen even if we have the Purva Nimittas. Like Raman. In Raman, na is situated at the end. So even though Ra is there, all the Vyavadhanas, interventions are allowed, but still we are not converting. Why? Na tu Vishnu Padantasya. So like that, that's question 10th. You can mark accordingly.
Prabhuji, sorry, my network uh, चलती तर्हि प्रभुजी 10th में क्या था
10th, you have to
प्रशरित
explain in under which condition the change will not happen even if the Purva Nimittas are there. So na tu Vishnu Padantasya. If na is situated at the end of a word, then it will not happen. Like Raman 2.3.
Raman. Which sutra was that, Prabhuji? I wrote wrong.
This is Rasha Ridebhunasana.
Rosary Dwaya.
ना तो विष्णु पदांत वाला आप कौन सा कह रहे थे
वो उसी का ही तो अंग है ना, उसी सूत्र का। Rasha
हाँ
Ridebhunasana सर्वेश्वर हयव
अच्छा
कवर पवर्ग धान्यपि न तो विष्णु पदांतस्य समान विष्णु पदे न तो विष्णु पदांतस्य।
आंसर फॉर देयर इज दैट दिस सूत्र ना प्रशरित
Yes, yes.
ओके डन
Then question 11 is you have to write the changes in Govinda and Vishnendra. So for Govinda, E becomes A, U become O, Re, Al. For Vishnendra, Adva se A, Idva se Ai. So you have written, if you have written, then you can mark accordingly. Govinda and Vishnendra likhne the, what becomes what under Govinda and under Vishnendra. Okay, 12th. So the 12th one, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 questions. So that means 3 marks for each one. Okay, 3 marks for each in 12th question. So Bhaktya Mam Hame Janati. Analyze the word Bhaktya. Is the word Bhakti a Hari Sangya Shabda? Yes, it is. Bhakti is a Hari Sangya. Why the Tritiya form is Bhaktya and not Bhakti na? So you had to write the sutra Haritashtana Natu Lakshmyam. It is a Hari Shabda, but it is prohibited in Lakshmi Linga, to change ta into na. So that is the answer. Haritashtana Natu Lakshmyam. Natu Lakshmyam is the answer. Krishnaya Vasudevaya. So analyze the word Krishnaya, how this Chaturth Na is replaced by Ya and Trivikrama. So 2 sutras you had to write. Krishnad Neryaha and Krishnasya Trivikramo Gopale. 2 sutras. Then also there is one more in here, like Devaki, analyze Devaki, identify the gender and Krishna conscious name of this linga. So this is Lakshmi linga. Devaki is a Lakshmi linga shabda, like Gopi. That is the answer. Then Pitarau. If this refers to 2 fathers, explain the formation from Pitri plus Au using the Govinda rule. Which rule is applied here in Pitarau?
श्रीरामात् गोविन्द पाण्डवेषु
Re Ramasya Govinda Pandaveshu Maucha. That's
श्रीरामस्य
then Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Cha Dushkritam. In Sadhunam, what is the root word, case, number, which sutra is used for inserting nut? So this is 6.3. Root word is sadhu. This is yes, and Vamana Gopi Radhavyo Nudami is applied. Vamana Gopi Radhavyo Nudami is applied to insert nut. Okay.
which sutra
Vamana Gopi Radhavyo Nudami.
okay
Hey Gopi, why is the final E shortened to Vamana E in the vocative? So that is Ambadinam
Gopyasya Vaman
Gopishya
Buddhe.
Vamano Buddhe. That is the answer. Okay, then the next one. I actually wanted to say Sarveshwaranta Linga, but I somehow said Sarveshwaranta Purushottam Linga. So I will check accordingly. So you have to find, nouns, case numbers as per Sarveshwaranta Purushottam Linga Shabda. So I'm counting words, just check what have you written. Sarveshwaranta Purushottam Linga words. So one is Anvayat, Itaratah. Okay, leave Itaratah. Anvayat, Artheshu, Abhigyah, and Adi Kavaye.
Swarat.
No, no, not Surad. We are just considering Sarveshwarant words.
Acha.
So Anvayad Artheshu Abhigyah Adi Kavaye Surayah Vinimaya Trisargah. Then you can also include Nirasta Kuhakam, then Satyam and Param. So 10 words, Sarveshwaranta Purushottam Linga. 10 words. And then if you talk of case and numbers, then Anvayat is 5.1, Artheshu is 7.3, Abhigya 1.1, Adi Kavaye 4.1, Surayah 1.3, Vinimaya 1.1, Trisargah 1.1, Nirasta Kuhakam, Satyam, Param, these three are 2.1. So these are the number and the cases.
Prabhuji, Surya Katham 1.3 Bhavati.
Harayah, Harayah, Harihi, Hari, Harayah, Surihi, Suri, Surayah.
Suri Arthat.
Suri, intelligent man. Demigods, intelligent man.
Surayah.
Okay, I thought Surya is a one word collectively.
Suri is the word. A learned man, sage. This is
Okay.
Hari Shabda. Hari Shabda.
Bro, what was this marking of this whole section?
3 marks for each one. 3 marks for each bullet question, each one.
Okay,
Then 13th is every Vishnupada is comprised of, it is made up of which two things. So Prakriti and Pratyaya. Prakriti and Pratyaya, question 13.
Prabhuji, we can say also Pratipadikam and Pratyay.
Okay, fine. Pratipadikam Pratyaya. Prakriti is more better.
Okay.
Then 14th, so you had to change the forms, as per what is written in the bracket. So Guruhu, dual would be Guru with a long U. Pitaraha is Pita. Bakah is Bakah. Hari is Harayah, plural. Ramam is Ramau. So these are the changes. Simple. So this is 2.5, 0.5 marks for each. And then the last one is Gopalah. You had to fill up Gopalau, Gopalah, Guruhu, Guru, Guravah, Mrigah, Mrigau, Mrigaah, Padapah, Padapau, Padapah, Mata, Matarau, Matarah. So 2.5, 0.5 for each again. And then the
So
5 marks.
what is
Yes,
the
yes.
total of 15, Prabhu?
15, 2.5.
Okay, what is the total? 2.2.
Total of what?
Total of all the fill in the blanks, 2.5.
No. 0.5 marks for each
Oh,
line. So this is it. And then 5 marks I had reserved for the right spellings or the right, diacritic marks. So just see fairly how much, correctly you have written the spellings and the diacritic marks. So out of 5, give yourself marks, honestly, and tell me your marks now. The final marks. Will you match that Prabhu 92.5 or more, less?
Yes, Prabhuji, just doing the calculation.
You didn't do Prabhu na? Vishnu Sasana Prabhu?
No, bro. I was out of the station.
Mm-hmm. But this 28th July, you have to.
Yes, bro.
Prabhuji, 81.
Okay. Janita Prabhu. Just message me in the group, Manas group.
Prabhu, 80.
Wow, Jai.
I had not given myself for this diacritics and everything.
Okay. But it is a good number. It is a good number. Yeah, just write in the group. I'll remember, for future references. 81 and 80. Okay, good. This is good. I mean, 80, 81, these numbers are good. Encouraging. Okay, so we'll resume in the next class. Hare Krishna.
धन्यवाद प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.